Hello, how we doing? I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat on our mat. However that looks for you, whether you have the legs crossed, whether you're propped up on a block or even a pillow, grounding down those sits bones, sitting up nice and tall. Go ahead and close the eyes, relax the shoulders down. And take a moment to check in and feel your body touching the earth. Soften the body parts that are. They're to come in to the hips, the belly, the low back. Start to notice how they feel here. Any sensations. Now begin to tune into your breath. Breathing in, filling up the belly, rising it up to the collarbones, and exhaling down the front part, really pulling in the belly at the end. Inhale, lengthen the spine, fill up that belly, and we reverse down. Staying with our even cadence, matching the inhales, the exhales. And take a moment to set an intention. Something you can hold on to for the next hour so your mind doesn't wander. And so yoga really is the union of mind, body, and spirit. We connect our mind with our mantra as well as with our breath. Our body is going to move with our breath, bringing in that connection. And in order to really connect our spirit in there, we need to begin with a nice vibration. We're going to bring our right hand to our heart center, the left hand on top. You're going to take 3 breaths. The first 2, we're just going to do cleansing breaths. Open up your mouth, let them go as you exhale. And then on that third one, when you exhale, you're going to either hum or you're going to om. And om is actually a 3-syllable sound. It's ah, o, So we make 3 different sounds in there, really connecting our vibration to the vibration of the earth, the universe, and connecting up towards God, to the divine. So get ready, deep breath in, let it go. Inhale, release it out. And inhale for that vibration. Just take a moment to feel that in the heart, beneath the palms. Really connect back into your mantra. And gently flutter your eyes open. And so switching the legs here, bringing the other leg in front. Gonna feel a little different, a little weird, that's why we need to practice it. And so bring the fingertips down by the sides, walk them out as far as you can. Keep the chest up nice and tall. And now bring your chin over your right shoulder. And come back to center. And now chin over to the left shoulder. And back to center. And now drop the right ear to the right shoulder. You can bring the right hand to the head just as a weight. Don't really pull. And now come back to center and bring that hand now to the outside on the right side above your ear. And you're going to push into your head and your head's going to push back. You're creating resistance here. We're actually strengthening the right side of our neck. It's really contracted. It's engaged. Keep breathing, keep pushing, keep creating this resistance. We're going to work a little bit with this today. And carefully release and dropping that right hand back down to the ground. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And now drop the left ear over towards the left shoulder. Now stretching that whole right side after you just worked it. Again, if you want the hand to the head for the weight. And now bringing the chin back to center, hand right above that left ear, and go ahead, push into the head, head's pushing back, create that resistance, getting strength into the neck as well as the top part of our shoulder here too. Keep breathing. And we release down. Go ahead and bring the elbows in towards your body, palms facing up. Start to tune in with the breath again, making sure you inhale, opening the palms out, and come back to center. And open out, and back to center. Notice where you're feeling this. And notice this from one shoulder to the other. One more here. And now we're going to widen the elbows, keeping them stable. We're not moving the elbows, just rotating. And so I want you to come back to the sensations. How is this different from the first one? Where are you feeling it in comparison? How is it different from the right and to the left? And so the more we can keep tuning into the sensations of our body, it keeps us present on our mat. Let's do one more here. All right, cactus arms. I know we've been sitting like this for a little while. Try to really ground the sits bones down. Think about the top of the head coming up. Chin is slightly tucked. Elbows as high as your shoulders and pull them back. Keep pulling that navel in, tailbone down. Breathe in, palms back. And now exhale, rotate them around. Up and back, down. One more. Up and down. And release the arms down. Give them a little shrug, a little roll, whatever feels good. Shake them out a little bit. And now let's just round forward. Fingertips on the ground. Push into the fingertips, into the sits bones. Tuck your chin. Round the back, pull the belly in. And coming back upright and making our way into tabletop position. So hands and knees, making sure that those wrists are under the shoulders, knees under those hips. And let's warm up the spine, working with your breath. Drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow. And we exhale and round. And drop the belly, lift the gaze. And we exhale and round. And 3 more, work with your breath. Try not to rush each posture, really feeling your way through. Last one. After your cat pose, finding your neutral spine. Belly pulled in. And we're going to lower down onto our forearms, making sure the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. We're going to send our right leg back And now send our left leg back. Forearm plank. Push back through the heels. Think about your heart pulling through your biceps. That should have just lengthened the spine. Squeeze the glutes. We still want the hips up high. We don't want them sagging low. Belly should be engaged. Big breath in. And start to lower the knees down. Make your way back into tabletop position. And drop your belly, lift your gaze, and exhale and round. And coming back to that neutral spine. And sending that right leg back, toes on the earth. Pull the heart forward, again, through the biceps. That lengthens the back, but it also lengthens across our collarbones. And now inhale, hover that right leg up. Keep that action in the leg. Let's bend our knee here, flexing that foot. Working the glute towards the ceiling. We don't want to arch the back. Pull the tailbone long, navel engaged. Breath in. And now open the knee out to the side. And come back to center. Knee opens out to the side, fire hydrant. Back to center. One more time. Open it out to the side. Pause here. Keep flexing that foot. And now pull it in towards your elbow and back out. Again, pull it in towards your elbow, back out. One more time. In towards your elbow, back out. Send your leg long behind you. And now cross it over to the left side. Peek over that left shoulder. Breathe in from the right shoulders to the right hip, just where we scrunched up. Invite that warmth. And bringing the foot back behind us into tabletop. Dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, and exhale and round. And find your neutral spine. And go ahead and lower back down onto your forearms. This time finding our puppy pose, melting the heart down. Relax the head. You can walk the arms up as much as you can, where it's okay to breathe into the upper spine, into the shoulders. Again, relax your head, forehead, nose, chin on the ground. Stay with your breath. Keep pulling the navel in, protecting the low back. This should be all into the upper spine. Trying to melt the heart down. Embrace that heat, that warmth, the tightness, the breathing into that and stretching. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but that's the feeling of transformation. We're transforming our muscles here. And so as you get warm today, or as you feel this stretching, rather than like creating a cringe on our face or feeling it as discomfort, I want you to try to think about the transformation and the amazing things that are happening. All transformation and change needs some catalyst, usually warmth. And these postures are that catalyst. It really is a beautiful thing if you can change the way you view it. And so carefully start to come back upright, back up to our tabletop. Let's find our cat pose, really rounding, pushing into the hands. Keep tucking the chin. The more you tuck your chin, the more you'll get into the upper back and into the shoulders. And coming back to that neutral spine. Sending that left leg back, keeping the toes down. And pulling the heart forward, again, lengthening through. And now hover that leg up. Nice and active. And then bend that leg, flex the foot. Feel the quad, feel the glute. Pull the belly in, tailbone's long. No arch in the back here. Take a breath in. And knee goes out to the side. Back to center. Knee goes out to the side, back to center. One more time. Out to the side, hold here. And now knee forward to our elbow and back. Forward to the elbow and back. Embrace that heat. Forward to the elbow and back and all the way around to the right side. Peeking over that right shoulder now. Breathe through the whole left side of the body. Coming back to center and to tabletop. Dropping our belly, lifting our gaze for cow. And exhale and rounding. Coming back to the flat back. Send your right leg back behind you. And now pull it in, knee to your nose, really round, round, round. And now step it forward in between your hands, coming upright. And so we ideally want our hip over our knee, and then we want our knee over our ankle. So two 90-degree angles here. And so we're going to start with our right hand on our hip, reach the left arm up to the sky, and now hinge over, really getting into the left side body. And think about your thumb going back behind you, getting into the shoulder. And we come back upright, bringing that left hand to our hip. And so if you need to pull your right foot in, pull your right foot in. We're going to curl the back toes under. Use this back foot. Push down and then back with that heel to lift your knee. High crescent lunge. And so find your stability here. Find your dristi. Take a breath in. And now dip that back knee to a hover, and we come back up. And we dip, back up. One more, dip, back up. I'm gonna hold it here. Squeeze the legs together. Think about the back heel lifted. Tailbone's going straight down. Keep your left hand on your hip now. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Keep that dristi as you start to reach over towards the left side. Stretching your right side body. And we bring our right hand back to our hip. We come upright. We look forward. We step to the top of our mat. Inhale, sweep up and fold forward. Halfway lift. And fold, sweeping all the way up to stand, reaching up tall, and Tadasana, arms by our side. Inhale, sweep up, and we fold forward. Halfway lift, and fold, sweeping all the way up to stand, reaching up tall, and Tadasana. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep up, and fold forward. Halfway lift and fold. Sweeping all the way up to stand, reaching up tall. And arms down by our side. Inhale, reach up. And sink into chair. And so look down, make sure that you can see those toes. Weight in the heels. Knees are back, bottom's back, and then we lift up. Again, our thumbs are going back. We're trying to open up those shoulders. Keep pulling the navel in, tailbone going down. Big breath in and fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Find your strong body. Press those heels back. Push into your toes. Keep pushing down into your toes and notice how that turned on your knees, your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Push into your hands and now pull the heart through the biceps. Tuck your chin, look straight down. Big breath in We come back to our tabletop position. And drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow, and exhale, round for cat. And back to that flat back. Our left leg goes back behind us, and now we pull it in, knee to our nose, really round, scoop, and now step the foot forward between your hands, coming upright. Then again, check out your posture, stack everything up. Hands to the hips. Left hand stays, right arm comes up, thumb reaches back, and now we hinge over, stretching again the right side body. Coming back up, that right hand comes back to the hip. We curl our toes under. Again, you can always scooch your left foot in, creating a little closer stance. You can also move the left foot out here. So now we're a little bit more train track than our feet. Will help your balance. Hands to the hips, push down in the right toes, push back through the right heels. All that back foot. Pushing down to lift the leg. Find your drishti, find your posture, lift that back heel, stack right over your toes, and now dip that back knee and lift up. And dip down, lift up. One more, dip down, lift up. And now our right hand stays onto our hip. We reach our left arm up to the sky and arch over. Squeeze those legs together. Keep that drishti. Thumb is pulling back. And left hand back to the hip. Look forward. Big step to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep up. We fold forward. Halfway lift and fold, sweeping all the way up to stand, reaching up tall, hands come to our heart. We're going to step that right foot back just for a little bit, getting ready for our pyramid into our pyramid stance. And so hands are going to come down by our side, palms forward, and I want you to reach down towards the ground. Turn those tricep muscles on. Engage the back of your arms. The more you reach down, you have no elbow. And so find your drishti. We're just going to peel the heel and lower down. We've already stretched this foot. We're in that crescent lunge. Peel the heel and lower. This is going to help our balance. Find that drishti while we're doing this. 2 more. Inhale, lift the heel and lower. Last time, stay up here. So the reason we stop and we stay is to create the engagement. I want you to reach your heart forward, reach your arms back, and push into the ground. As you're pushing those right toes into the ground, it's turning your thigh on. And now keep reaching your heart forward, your fingers back, and start to float your right toes up off the ground. Still engage in that right thigh. It's just like you were pushing back. If you want to lean forward, you can, but keep pushing your right leg back. Heart is forward, leg goes back. Head comes forward, arms reach back. Action. Tighter is lighter. Keep the belly pulled in. And now we're going to look down to the ground. We're going to bring our hands to the ground. We're going to find our standing splits. Relaxing the head back, looking back at those lifted toes. Really breathing into this left hamstring here. All right, I'm going to challenge you today. We're going to try to come back to that airplane. So you're going to try to lift back up. Use your belly. You can bring your hands to your heart. We lift back up. We lower the right foot down and back into our pyramid stance. Beautiful job. Tricky, tricky. So making sure that you can plant both heels down, toes are forward, pull the belly in, hips are to the front, reach the arms up, and now hinge forward over that straight leg. Hands to the shins, to the thigh, to the ground, to your blocks. You got blocks. Relax your head. Breathe more into this left hamstring. Soften your shoulders, relax your jaw. Come back to your breath. Two more breaths here. What can you release? Pull the belly in, slowly start to come all the way back up to standing. Arms down by our side, and we step the right foot up to meet the left. And have a little shakeout. And so standing now on the right leg, ground down those right toes, find your dristi. We're going to come into tree pose now with the left. And so bringing that left foot where you like, the ankle, you can keep it down at the ground, kickstand, or skip the knee and come to the inner thigh. Ooh, haven't done that one in a while. And so finding the balance, rooting down. Hands can come to your heart. Find that dristi. Keep pushing down in those right toes, opening the left knee out to the side. Belly's pulled in, chest is lifted, tailbone's driving straight down. Maybe you reach the arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. We start to bring the hands back down to our heart. Release the leg, bring it forward, a little shake. All right, so now we're gonna work on the glutes a little bit. And so we're gonna do a little bit of an arabesque. So we're gonna stay on the right leg, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the left foot behind our ankle. And so your knee stays out. And so you wanna keep standing straight up. And the action is just the foot goes away from the body and then we bring it back in. We're trying to keep this knee out though. And so it's more the foot going back, the knee's almost staying still. So try to only move the lower part of your leg. You'll really feel it in both glutes. So we're gonna do 4 of them. So lift away and back. Lift away and back. 2 more. Away and back. Last one. Away and back. Whew. Back to center. Little shakeout. And bring our feet back together. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up to the sky and fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Find the full body. Push back through the heels, push into the toes. Pull your heart forward. Tuck your chin, look straight down. Big breath in. We carefully lower all the way down to our bellies. Bringing our arms down by our side. Getting ready for locust pose. So taking a breath in and then lifting up our chin, our chest, our palms, our legs. Reaching everything back. The more things reach back, the more you can point those toes. Stretch your legs back. Your thighs will naturally come up. Keep reaching those fingertips back behind you over the bottom. Big breath in. And slowly come down. Relax your favorite ear to the mat. And back to your breath. Bringing our chin back to center, getting set up for another locust pose. Turn those palms down and point those toes, long legs. Push your hips into the ground, squeeze your glutes, and as you're ready, lift up. Lift the arms, the legs, everything's going back. And this time start to lift your chin, opening up the throat chakra, getting into that back of the neck. Keep breathing, keep reaching back. Lift the chin as much as you can. Full breath in and slowly lower down, bringing the other ear to the mat. And coming back to center. For this last one, we're going to do it in skydiver variation. You are more than welcome to stay in regular locust. Bending the legs, bringing the arms out to a cactus arm. As you're ready, start to lift everything up. Pull those elbows back. Lift the legs, plant those feet up on the ceiling. Feel the bottom working. The glutes are engaged. Bring the knees closer together. Breathe. Start to lift the chin a little bit. Keep breathing. One more. Breath in and lower down. And relax your ear. Bring your arms by your side. You can keep the legs bent and find a little windshield wiper. Back and forth. And bring the legs back down to the earth. And bring your chin back to center, hands back by your shoulders. Try to mindfully make your way back. I want you to use that belly. And so the way to do that is to curl your toes under and to bend your knees and like inchworm your bottom into the air. So once your bottom's lifted, you can now engage your belly, send your tailbone back, squeeze your elbows in, and push up to tabletop, back to child's pose. And so breathe into the back here. Let your head be heavy. Breathe into your shoulders. Use your fingertips to sink those hips down towards the ground. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And so I think this is the first down dog of class. Take whatever movements you need anytime in the pose. I want you to notice the difference from the right leg to the left leg. One leg has done more work than the other. Do you notice a difference? How does your body feel in this posture? How does the spine feel? Relax the head. Gaze should be back behind your feet. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, bring the feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. and fold. Sweeping all the way up to stand, reaching up tall. My hands come to our heart. We're going to step our left foot back for that pyramid stance. So heels are square, toes are forward. Bring the arms down by the side. Reach them down. Engage the triceps. Widen the fingers. And now inhale, peel the heel and lower. Find that drishti while we're here. Lift, lower. 2 more. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. And now stay lifted. Push into the toes. Pull the heart forward. Reach the arms back. Create that engagement in this whole left leg. And now keep reaching the heart forward as we send that leg back. Lighter is tight, tighter is lighter. Engaging our muscles, reaching the fingers back. Heart is coming forward. Head is coming forward. Toes are going back. That left hip is coming forward. Toes are going back. And now start to shift your gaze down. We're going to find that standing split. Hands down to the ground, left leg lifted. Bring your gaze back to those left toes. Breathe into this right hamstring. I know mine is really tight today, so just keep the breath slow and steady. All right, here's that challenge. You're trying to come back up to that airplane with your hands at your heart. Slowly start to lift the body back up. And now we plant that left foot back down for that pyramid stance. Ooh, that was a lot on that hamstring. We're going to stretch it a little bit more. And so make sure your feet are grounded, your hips are square. Pull the belly in. Reach the arms up to the sky. And now hinge forward. Coming over that right leg. Relaxing the head and the jaw. Breathing in. Softening the upper body. Two more breaths. And so again, pull the belly in, push down into your feet, coming all the way back upright. Then arms down by our side, we step the left foot to the top of the mat. Start to ground down now on that left leg. You can do a little shake if you want. So left foot comes down, we find our tree pose with the right. And so again, different hip, different side, to the calf, to the ankle, to the inner thigh. Bring your hands to your heart. Find that drishti. Open that knee out. Grow the branches. Reaching up. And now slowly start to bring the hands back to your heart, knee back out in front. A little shake out here if you need. Now get ready to do that arabesque, that working that glute. And so bringing that right foot behind the calf, behind that ankle. Remember, knee is what's going to stay stationary. We're just trying to work the bottom part of our leg. And so bring the foot away and we come back. Bring the foot away and back. Two more. Away and back. Away and back. I lied, one more. Away and back. and back to center. A little shake out here. All right, one more posture to get us down towards the ground. So let's sweep the arms up and fold forward. Halfway lift and fold. And sweeping all the way up to stand, reaching up tall, interlacing your fingers, releasing the pointer finger. And so I want you to squeeze your head with your biceps. So no gap between your arms. You should have straight locked arms, your grip, squeezing your hands, keeping your wrists and your palms together. So important. Now squeeze the glutes, drive that tailbone straight down. And I want you to lift up onto your tippy toes. Everything is engaged. You are like an arrow. Somebody just launched you. You're flying through the air. You're squeezing all your muscles. You're really lifting up onto those tippy toes. And now slowly start to bend your knees. Try to stay lifted on those toes. Bring your arms out in front. You can release your grip. Start sinking down. When you get about halfway, stop. Try to keep those heels lifted. See if you can bring the knees up a little bit more. Feel the burn on the thighs. Breathe into it. Feel that transformation. And now slowly start to lower all the way down till you come to your mat. You made it. So now finding your seat and actually a block. If you don't have a block, you need a book. I will put that, make sure so you have a block or a book with you right by your side. And so let's start with our Dandasana, our staff pose, sitting up nice and tall. Hands can be on our legs, level 1, pushing into the thighs, rolling the shoulders back. Or bring them down by your hips. Rolling the shoulders back, sitting up tall. Flex those feet, turn the legs on, push down into the sits bones, pull the belly in, lift the chest, slight tuck of your chin, and breathe here. Invite that warmth in the back and the belly. Remember, embrace that transformation. That's why you are here. You're trying to transform your body. We need to deal with the uncomfortableness sometimes. But if we can understand the process, we can learn to accept it, and then we don't hate it as much. Another full breath in. As you exhale, relax those legs. You can just kind of round forward, tucking the chin, really letting gravity do the weight here, or do the work here. And start to come back upright. And so finding our block. And so we're going to find that engagement again. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to flex your legs. You have your block in your hands. Open palms so that you have to push into it. It's that resistance again. And so pushing in to the blocks, turning on the inner arms, the shoulders. And now we got to keep our shoulders in. So there's shoulders out and shoulders in. It's about thinking about that heart coming through the biceps. That's the shoulders in. That's how we want it. Flex your feet, pull your belly in, and all you're going to do is just slide the block across the counter. Try to keep the block the same height, and then you come back. And slide the block across the counter, and come back. So it's the belly doing all this work. 3 more. Forward and back. Forward and back. Last time. Forward and back. And now come forward. If you can put the block behind your feet, go for it. Pull forward. If not, just release the block. Let your hands come wherever they are. I want you to keep thinking about pulling the heart between the biceps. Tuck your chin, relax the head. And slowly come back upright. And bringing our right foot out, left foot in. Let's turn the torso towards that right leg. Again, sit up nice and tall and let the belly do the work. Hinge forward, hands come down as far as they can. Nose towards that knee. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. And back upright. And pull the left knee in. Sit up nice and tall. Now take that left foot over the right leg. Again, start just by pulling the knee in towards your right shoulder. Keep sitting forward. Don't twist yet. Just pull that knee to the opposite side. And now sit up nice and tall. Take your left hand behind you. Another breath in. And now twist. Again, left knee towards that right shoulder, looking back behind. And come back to center. Uncross that leg and extend it long. The right foot pulls in. We turn our body and sit up tall, pull the belly in, and now hinge forward. Coming down, nose towards the knee. Coming back upright and pulling that right knee in, extending the left leg straight out in front, and just start by sitting up nice and tall. Now crossing it over. Again, keep pulling that knee in. Stay to center. Get into the hip first. And now right hand behind you, sit up tall and then twist. Knee towards that left shoulder. And look back behind you. And come back to center. Uncross the legs. Make sure that you are halfway on your mat. And finding our Navasana, sitting up nice and tall. Come to the balls of the feet and then lift the legs up. Big breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lower to a low boat. Inhale, pull up. I know, tricky. Lower down. Pull up. 2 more. You got it. Lower down. Pull up. Last one. You can do it. Lower down. Pull up. Pull the knees in and just rock back. Relax the head, the shoulders. You can rock side to side. Now plant the feet right behind your hips. Arms down by your side. As you're ready, push down through your heels. Send those hips to the sky. Tuck the shoulders under. Squeeze the glutes here at the end. Get them working. Send the belly up. Send the knees forward. Feel those quads working. Breathing here. One more full breath in. And slowly start to lower all the way down. And take that right foot onto that left knee. Open it up a little bit. And as you're ready, start to pull it in for figure 4. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. Breathe in here. And back to that mantra. Come back to where you're feeling the sensation. Where's that stretch? Where's that warmth at? You send your breath there to calm it. Can you embrace it? About halfway through the posture, what else can you relax and settle so that just the right hip is really stretching? And carefully release the bind. Uncross the legs, plant the feet wide, send both knees to the left side. And arms out to a T, or maybe even a Y, like the YMCA. Maybe that left foot onto the right knee. Breathe into the front part of that hip flexor. Keep those shoulders melting down towards the ground. And we come back to center. And taking that left foot now onto the right knee, getting set up for figure four. Different side, different hip. Come back to where you're feeling the sensations. How can you embrace the sensation? Remember, you don't need to rush into it right away. My side is so cranky on me, I'm probably not even going to get around to my thigh. I'm going to think about using my belly button into the ground, tucking my tailbone under. Breathing. Every exhale is an opportunity to soften. The inhales are a chance to come a little deeper. Use your breath. We're here for time on purpose to help you get into the posture. Make sure that you can breathe steadily the whole time. It's how we lengthen the muscles. Relax your face, relax your jaw, your shoulders. About halfway through, what can you soften? Can you let go of? How can you come a little deeper into the pose? And then start to release your bind, uncross your legs, plant the feet wide on your mat, and now let both knees go to the right, arms out to a T or a Y, right foot onto the right knee if you'd like, and then try to keep the shoulders down. Breathe into the left hip flexor. Coming back to center. I'm flattening the back just for a moment. Push the belly button down. And now pull the knees into the chest. You can bring them wide. You can keep them together. You can find happy baby. Maybe a little rocking side to side. And now bring the knees back together. Bring your nose up towards your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze. Say thank you. I love you. I am so grateful my body still moves the way it does. Big breath in. We open up for Shavasana. Relaxing down. Nothing left for you to do. Come back to your natural breath. Release any tension in any parts of your body. Let the earth completely support you. And just be. And start to deepen your breath again. Make some movements back into your body. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Make your way to your favorite side, a position of rebirth. Honor yourself. Be grateful for showing up, especially doing a video at your own house, having that self-drive, that willpower to do better for yourself. I live an abundant life. The more grateful I am for the blessings I already have, the more blessings come my way. I live an abundant life. The more grateful I am for the blessings I already have, the more blessings come my way. Showing gratitude is one of the best ways to raise our vibration, because so much of us are already blessed beyond our wildest dreams. We just don't pause enough to think about how grateful we already are. As you're ready, press into your strong arms, coming up to a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, with your eyes closed or your gaze down. And just take a moment to see how you feel. Check in, come back into the body. Let's bring our hands together at our heart center. The light in me honors and respects that same light that shines bright in each and every one of you. We raise our thumbs to our forehead center. Out of respect for one another and this ancient practice, together we bow and say, Namaste. And thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Please share with anybody that you know would enjoy, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.